Yes, it
Fantastic
is.
Four is here to save the day, and it needs to save the day for Marvel. It's funny that we have these articles like this now before the release of Fantastic Four. Can the Fantastic Four save Marvel's very rough 2025 run at the box office? It's funny because on a lot of these same outlets, if you looked at the opening weekend for Captain America Brave New World, if you looked at the opening weekend for Thunderbolts, it was all heaping praise on it. It was all so excited. It was like, what a great box office opening. Just so incredible, marvelous, blah, 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 even though they weren't. And of course, both those movies did not have good runs and went on to flop horribly at the box office. But now we're here and it's like, hey, can they save Marvel at the box office? You told us months ago they didn't need saving. These things were great successes. That's just the way it goes, I suppose. It feels like we're constantly on a carousel coming back around and seeing the same goddamn thing. But Fantastic Four is coming out, and there's more writing on this movie than there was for Thunderbolts or Brave New World or anything like that. And we've got some first reactions, Jay. A couple days ago, it was screened in front of a bunch of fans, effectively. And crazy. I know it's crazy how this works, but basically everybody who left that big fan early screening that they did said that it's absolutely incredible. It's amazing. It's phenomenal. It's a triumph, a pitch perfect script backed by great performances, particularly from Pedro Pascal. Turns what could be a simple superhero movie into a sharp commentary on our society that makes nuance palatable for those that may not take it at face value. Well, yesterday, we got another big premiere. The Fantastic Four First Steps, first reaction from the premiere. Do you believe it, Jay?
Pretty much positive?
All positive. Pretty much all positive. You want to see if there's any similarities or anything between these? Because that's what we see often, right? It seems like everybody has the same thing to say when they walk out of it, almost like there's a list of talking points. Eric Goldman, Fantastic Four First Steps is truly delightful. Perfectly captures the Fantastic Four and their dynamic. I had a big smile on my face throughout it, and wow, on the awesome production designs and visuals.
Nice.
Man, how quickly we move off from Superman from this guy, huh? The Fantastic Four was amazing. The cast and their chemistry hold this film up. Pedro delivered my favorite performances, Reed. The score elevates every scene and so prevalent. Galactus is perfectly adapted. I will say from everything I've seen promotion of the movie, Galactus looks like the coolest thing.
Yes. Even the popcorn bucket.
Galactus is perfectly adapted. This is a film with joy, heart, comedy, and more. Solid 8 out of 10. Fantastic Four First Steps is the best MCU film in ages. Matt Shockman delivers the goods with an emphasis on character and story while still providing the most gorgeous visuals ever conceived of for an MCU film. The anatomically correct Galactus has a huge part. Love this. The anatomically correct. I wonder if it just means he looks like Galactus or if it's saying he has a massive dick. What do you think?
I'll go with the first option.
Well, we did see one of those reviews that said this film beats you off. So
that's my favorite film. That's my favorite film. My favorite review. I was actually looking for it so I could pull it up when you were done. I found it. There we go.
Jack McBrien. This dude loves me. Fantastic Four is the most visually stunning and totally distinct MCU movie yet. All four of the main cast members kill it, with Vanessa Kirby being the standout. Giacchino scores an all-timer. You will regret not watching this movie in the biggest theater possible.
He loves you, right? Doesn't he have you blocked?
I don't know if he has me blocked. That dude fucking hates me, though. He's the queer that runs MCU Direct and all that stuff.
Yeah.
But, I don't mean that by like he's gay. I just mean lame. Although he might be gay. I don't actually know. Just wanted to put that out there. But the problem with these reactions, all of these could be 100% true. You know, I saw Chris and Alan, they saw the film and they said that they liked it. You know what I mean? Had some problems with it, but they liked it. They thought it was passable. They thought it was much better than anything Marvel's released, and they thought it was a step above Superman. The problem is, Jay, we see this every time fucking release.
Yeah.
We see it every fucking release. These are the same things that get said about every fucking movie, every fucking time. The best Marvel movie in forever. The best this. Oh, this. Like, we hear this every fucking time from these people. So why should anyone believe it?
Exactly. Like that Soups guy. Everything is the greatest thing he's ever seen cinematically. But let me tell you why I want to see this film, Ryan. You brought this up earlier. This is the one review that matters. Fantastic Four is a masterpiece. The visual effects and the score are a huge standout. Galactus, holy crap, Jay, it's English. Galactus, freaking heck, is huge in IMAX. It's emotional and gives you hope. It beats you off and doesn't stop. Stay until the end credits. This is the review I need to know that I want to see this film. That gives me. And look, he followed proper protocol. He's got the hashtag and a gift. We go through this, like you said, every time. When these people get to review the film, it's like they're told, make sure you post a picture, a gift, and use the proper hashtag so it can get out there. So people can see your review and how great the movie is. That's why we don't believe this stuff anymore. It's just a constant beating off of the same thing over and over again.
Look, if I'm going to the theater and Vanessa Kirby's beating me off and won't stop, I'm down with it. If it's the Thing,
that's worth the $15.
If it's Pedro, if it's Galactus, I don't want to see Galactus touching my dick. You imagine like the terrible confidence you would have going forward. You're like, I'm proud of my dick. I mean, you're pretty proud of it, whatever. Galactus with his planet-sized hands. You're like, well, doesn't really look that big anymore, does it? I don't want Galactus anywhere near my dick. Vanessa Kirby would be allowed to beat me off and not stop. Any other the people in the movie, not interested in that. But we'll have to see what it does. And obviously, all eyes will be on the box office numbers, period, for any Fantastic Four or any Marvel movie that gets released. But obviously, there's a lot more comparisons to be had because Superman is out, because Superman just had its opening weekend, Marvel versus DC, July matchup, all that stuff. You know, most of the projections have it opening just a little bit below Superman domestically.
Yes.
But I don't know what that's going to mean for global, for the world. Is Fantastic Four going to struggle internationally the same way that Superman is? I think in China, they're both probably going to flop. But everywhere else around the world, what are we going to see? And if the movie fails internationally, are they going to say, well, you know, Fantastic Four is a very American-centric.
Yes.
Very American-centric. That's why people don't like America anymore.
Yes.
I don't know.
They will 100% blame the president. 100% if it fails. Because that's all they got left. And that's the Hollywood thing to do. Maybe they'll get George Clooney out there and he'll give a speech. We had 3 blockbusters and they didn't perform. There's only one person to blame for that, and we all know who he is. The Orange Man. I'm telling you, that's what's going on. Very sad.